Welcome to JSS Matriculation School, Talavadi Social Class. Today I go to explain you Geography lesson number 2 for 10th standard. Climate and Natural Vegetations of India, last part. In the past class I explained the factors affecting the climate, monsoon and other seasons and distribution of rainfalls points. Already distribution of rainfalls second point explained. Now I would like to explain you the third point of distribution of rainfall, tropical dry forest. These are found in the areas with 50 to 100 centimeter annual rainfall. They present a traditional types of forests. These are found in the East Rajasthan, Haryana, Punjab, Western Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Eastern Maharashtra, Telangana, West Karnataka and East Tamil Nadu. The important spices are mahua, banyan, amlats, palas, haldu, kikkar, bamboo, babool, kail. That's all the important spicy items of this forest. Deserts and semi-desert vegetations are the also called tropical thorn forest. These are found in the areas having annual rainfall of the less than 50 centimeter rainfall. They have low humidity and high temperature. These forests are found in the northwest India, which includes West Rajasthan, southwest Haryana, north Gujarat and southwest Punjab. They are also found in the very dry part of the Deccan Plateau in Karnataka, Maharashtra and Andhra Pradesh. Babul, kikka and wild plums are common trees found in there. The fourth point is mountain or mountain forest. These forests are classified on the basis of altitude and amount of rainfall according to two different types of forest, namely first one is Eastern Himalayas forest and Western Himalayas forest. Now we are going to see the mountain or mountain forest. First one, the Eastern Himalayas forest. These are found on the slope of the mountain in northeast states. These forests receive rainfall of more than 200 centimeter. The vegetation is of evergreen type. The altitude between 1200 to 2400 meters. Found in these types of forest. Sal, oak, laurel, amora, chestnut, cinnamon are the main trees from 1200 to 2400 meter altitude oak. Birch, silver, fir, pine, cypress and juniper are the major trees from 2400 to 3600 meter height. The next mountain or mountain forest subheading is the Western Himalayan forest. The rainfall of this region is moderate. These forests are found in the states of Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh and Uttarakhand. Up to 900 meter altitude semi-desert vegetation is found and it is known for bushes and small trees. In altitude from 900 to 1800 meter, chill trees is the most common tree. The other important trees of this region are sal, Semel, Dak, Jemun and Zuzubi will be there now. Height from 1800 to 3000 meter is covered with a semi-temperature coniferous forest. Cheer, deodar, blue pine, poplar, birch and elder are the main trees of the region. The next one is the fifth of the natural vegetation point, alpine forest. It occurs all along the Himalayas with above 2400 meter altitudes. These are popularly having coniferous trees. Oak, silver fir, pine and juniper are the main trees of this forest. The eastern part of Himalayas has large extent of this forest. The sixth one point is tidal forest. These forests occur in and around the deltas, estuaries and creeks prone to tidal influences and as such are also known as delta or swamp forest. The delta of the Ganga Brahmaputra has the largest tidal forest in this area. The delta of Mahanadi, Godavari and Krishna rivers are also known for tidal forests. These are also known as mangrove forests. The next one is the coastal forest, the seventh one. These are littoral forests. Generally, coastal areas have these types of forests. Casuarina, plum and coconut are the dominant trees. Both the eastern and western coast have these types of forest. These coasts of Kerala and Goa are known for these types. The next point of the natural vegetation is ravine forest. These forests are found along the rivers and other areas. These are known for tamarisk and tamarind trees. The rivers of Great Plain are more prominent for these types of natural vegetations. Next we are going to learn about the point, lesson heading is wildlife. The term wildlife includes animal of any habitat in nature. Wild animals are non-domesticated animals and include both vertebrates and invertebrates. Vertebrates means fish, amphibians, reptiles, birds and mammals. We are called as vertebrates. And invertebrates we called bees, butterfly, moths, etc. India has a rich and diversified wildlife. The Indian fauna consists of about 81,251 species of animals out of the world's total of about 1.5 million species. The fauna diversity of the country consists of about 6,500 invertebrates, 5,000 muscles, 2,546 fishes, 1,228 birds, 458 mammals, 446 reptiles, 204 amphibians, 4 panthers and about 6,000 species of insects. Our country is home to tigers, lions, leopards, snow leopards, pythons, wolves, foxes, bears, crocodiles, rhinoceros, camels, wild dogs, monkeys, snakes, antelope spices, deer spices, varieties of bison, and the mighty Asian elephants. Hunting, poaching, deforestation, and other anthropogenic interferences in the natural habitats have caused extinctions of some species, and many are facing the danger of extinctions. In view of this and the role of the wildlife in maintaining ecological balance, conversations of management of biodiversity of India is necessary at present situation. The Indian Board of Wildlife, IBWL, we are called that, was constituted in 1952 to suggested means of protection, conservation, and management of wildlife to the government. The Government of India enacted Wildlife Protection Act in 1972 with the objective of effective protecting of wildlife of the country and to control poaching, smuggling, and illegal trade wildlife and its diversities. Another one is United Nations Convention on Biological Diversity, CBD, we are called, in 1992, recognized the sovereign rights of states to use their own biological resources. To present the country's rich and diverse wildlife, a network of 102 national parks and about 515 wildlife sanctuaries across the country have been created. The next and the last main thing, biosphere reserves. Biosphere reserves are protected areas of land coastal environments where in people are an integral components of the system. The Indian government has established 18 biosphere reserves. Already I want to put on the maps in your left side. Reserves in India which protected larger area of natural habitat and often include one or more national preserves along with buffer zones that are open to some economic uses. 11 of the 18 biosphere reserves, Gulf of Mannar, Nanda Devi, the Nilgiri, Nogrek, Panchamahalis, Simplipal, Sundarbans, Agastya Malai, Great Nicobars, Kanchenjunga, and Amartak of India fall under the list of Man and Biosphere Program of UNESCO. Do you know? Project Tiger was launched in April 1973 with the aim to conserve tiger population, especially constitute tiger reservoirs in India. This project is benefited tremendously with an increase of over 60%. The 1979 census put in the population at 3015, while other equally distributed species like the Barsingha swamp deer, we have called that, rhino and elephants are also fought back from the brink of oblivion. Thank you for watching my classes.